How about that? Sound now? Oh, don't tell me I screwed it up again. This stupid thing already. All right. Now, sound is off. Not talking for 10 seconds. Oh my God. Stupid thing. All right. Sound on, folks, is solid red light. Only me, the ding dong, can possibly screw this up a million times over and over and over and over and over again. Absolutely ridiculous. Anyway, how's everybody doing tonight? Monday night. I wanted to do so much tank maintenance, and I don't feel like doing any of it. Not one single part of it. Nothing. It's driving me crazy. I cannot get the motivation to do any sort of fish tank stuff. And I don't know what it is. I can't get motivation to shoot YouTube videos. Dilly dilly. Hey, Rach. Can't get motivation to do water changes. I'm just like working, work, and then everything with the family. And when it comes down to what used to be relaxing is not anymore. It's just like, oh my God, I got to do this. I got so much stuff to do. Son of a biatch. Oh, at a school of 20 red phantoms. Sweet. Oh, yeah, Mr. B. Rachel. Let's show D. My boy D. D Love. D from Brooklyn. Go check out his YouTube channel. Just sent me this shirt. Thank you very much, D. Dilly dilly. I love friggin' D. He's the man. What's up, Cruz? Miguel Eugenio's in the house. Oh, did you hear? Well, if you heard Biatch, then the sound is working now. Finally. Now, if I could just get back to where my friggin' Google thing was, make sure I'm staying in frame. Rachel's here, though, so she'll let me know. She'll be like, hey, ding dong, get back in frame. Cruz, I haven't seen him in my live stream in forever. Yes, aqua balls. When it's done, it does make you feel better, but like I used to love, even if I didn't love doing it, I'd still just do it. But I don't even feel like doing that anymore. Like just enjoying the fish is good enough, and then all the rest of it just sucks for me right now. I'm in one of those fish keeping funks. Thank you, Mr. B. My audio, I believe, does sound better when I can figure out how to work it. So Everybody that watches me or tunes into the live streams, make sure if there's no audio, you just give me a solid red. Say, solid red, Mike. Solid red. Yeah, maybe I do, Robert. Maybe I do. Hire a fish maid to clean my tanks. Yeah. I don't know any that are around here. Sounds like a good actually name for a business, the fish maid. Cruz has been working his buns off too. Thank you. Not your average fish keeper. Get one back. Yeah, I just don't feel like doing anything fish related. And I mean, it's total like fish. Like, I don't feel like cleaning my tanks. I don't feel like topping them off or filling up the auto top off or cleaning the glass or shooting a YouTube video, or I'm just like done for a little while. It's been redonkulous, which is sad to say, but it all started with the fish tank maintenance. When you have so many tanks and you like to keep them looking like as perfect as you can, you have to take care of them. And then it becomes like, oh my God, I got to do this. Not to mention all the other things that life pops up with. You just like, and I don't do, it's not my, keeping fish isn't my full-time job. So I got to go to work. Then come, whatever, 9 o'clock at night, it's like, do I go do a water change on that giant tank that's going to take me an hour and a half? Or do I just plug my non-audio in and go live? Yeah, I'd rather do that. Fire's cranked. It's nice and warm in here, even though it's windy AF outside. My goodness. There are so many trees down. I looked out my windows when I got home. I was like, it doesn't seem too bad for branches and stuff. And then I go outside to like get a bunch of wood for the night. And I'm like, oh, snap. There is like a million branches down in my yard. It's going to take me forever to clean this shit up. Luckily, I have a lab who loves to chew sticks. If anybody has labs, they love sticks. They're basically like the canine version of a wood chipper, and they just take the stick and they just sawdust. So he'll take care of most of them throughout the winter. Mike's just got done with the water change on his 200-gallon. Yeah, that just sounds like right now that's giving me like anxiety just thinking about that. Like, weird. A small portion of his roof blew away. Where are you at, American Reefing again? You must be around here then, because it's wind. It's like 60, 70. Feels like hurricane. Cues on it. Cichlids, like, I've always had great luck with just flake or pellets with cichlids. If you're talking about African cichlids. Oh, no, don't you worry, Ryan. I put those kids to work. Even my 3-year-old, Lukey, he helps me carry wood right to the, I have tons of wood racks out in the backyard, but I have this, like, I don't know, 4x4 by, say, 3 little shed by the outside basement door, like, for when I'm being lazy, like if it's like a huge snowstorm or it's like it's pouring rain, you don't want to go to the wood racks. You have like probably like a week's worth of wood in there. And we go out on the weekends. If I'm splitting wood or doing kindling or whatever, I tell Lukey and Lila and I get everybody out there and I was like, get that wood from right there and walk it over here and put it right there. You got to do it. You got to learn. Right? Canine woodpecker. Oh, you're in. Yo, is it windy there too? Jesus Christ. Seriously, Greg? 70? Like, my wife was texting me this afternoon. She like could have swore the house was gonna like just rattle apart. That's how windy it was. Crazy windy. What's a good start kit? I love 40 breeders, 29-gallon. They call them 30s, but they're actually 29s. They come in a good kit. First of all, just think of where you're going to set it up. And what I would always say, bigger is better to start with, in my opinion. I'm not saying like you start with a 200-gallon, but if you have like a nice space to get like a stand and like a 30 or a 40-gallon tank, and like nice, you can get everything very, very inexpensive to go along with that, and you can do a ton of stuff with it. Most people start off, they're like, oh, just get a 5-gallon tank or this, and then they just get addicted and they just get more and more and more and more and more, or they don't know what to do and they get frustrated with a small tank. I like 40 breeders, and that 29-gallon. I think it's an Aquarium kit. They make a good 29-gallon kit. Comes with the light. You get a net, some water conditioner, some fish food, filter, cover, everything. It's a good kit, in my opinion, to start off with. What's up, Reef dude? What's up, Dev? Love those flower nems. I'm loving my new 13.5 Evo. Now that I turned it into a flower nem tank, it's got 20 of those in there. They're just like gorgeous. We'll see what happens. We'll see how big they get, but they are beautiful. I'd say like $100 for that kit. What's up, Robert from Chicago? One of my buds I used to hang out with when I was a kid lives in Chicago now. Maintenance is up to you. I mean, once a week you want to do water change. You want to do it every 2 weeks. You want to never do it. Maybe you can get away with it. Maybe your tank's going to look like poo-poo, but tank maintenance is all the tank makes the decision. You can try to make your decision and get in a routine, almost like the tank will follow along with you, but sometimes the tank will let you know when it needs a water change. Some tanks need huge water changes. Some tanks need little baby water changes. It's all how you can get that balance. And please, there's no way I can tell you how to get that balance right now. You just gotta just go with it, and eventually you'll find the balance in your tank. Some tanks will be super easy. You just like set them up and you're like, oh my God, this tank is like self-sufficient from day one. 6 months will go by and you'll be like, oh my God, I've never had a problem with this tank. Some tanks are a pain in the butt. I was waiting for someone to bring that up. Rogers Aquarium says Robert Kraft. Yeah, well, hey, he's like 90 years old. What do you want from the guy? I got nothing. Yeah, plants will help for sure. Get those nitrates down. Yeah, exactly. Dev. Plants help. This tank behind me is one of those self-sufficient tanks. I'm gonna do a water change on it like every couple months, and everything always grows. Everything like just always thrives. I have to constantly like trim crap back. I still haven't decided what I'm gonna do with this giant friggin' tiger lotus bush. Gotta get rid of it soon. It's taking up too much space that I want to see like open space, but it's beautiful. What's up, Newfoundland, Canada? Rochelle, how are you? Well, very sorry, Rochelle. Sorry for your loss. No worries. Yep, exactly, pup. 314. Yeah, gotta clean the glass. Always clean the glass. Yeah, I saw that, right. My sister sent that meme to me via text on Saturday. That was hilarious. I mean, who really gives a flying F, right? Seriously. Like, okay. I mean, I'd love it if he didn't do that. Well, actually, I don't care if he does it, but like, don't let everybody find out. You know, it was supposed to be like a model franchise, but the owner, he's old. He was married for 50 years. Like, who cares? Just let him do whatever he wants. If he wants to go, who gives a fuck? Because you still have to go to work the next day, right? It makes no difference in your life. Yeah. Dev, I have CO2 in this, but I keep it like super low. 1 to 2 bubbles per second. 5-pound tank will last me a year easy because I just don't want to. I already have to trim this thing like crazy just to, cut back. Imagine if corals grew like that. I mean, they wouldn't cost so much. If they grew like that, just like out of control, just pump the friggin' reef tank full of CO2 and every single coral just grew like plants do. And you could just like frag them shits like left and right. What's up, Lacey? Dilly, Mr. B. Overdue. Rack, what's up? Oh, here's a dilly to my boy Rack. Where's Oh, it's somewhere here. Oh, I don't know. I got Rack's River Life's koozie somewhere around here. Dilly Rack. Yeah, planted tanks are a lot of work if they're flowing like crazy and they're just growth and you have good nutrients, good water quality. CO2 helps, and obviously a good light. It's just shit's gonna grow like a mofo. Rack's in the house. He does crazy live streams like, at 9:30 in the morning when most, as he likes to say, young people like ourselves or myself are working. But he's got the privilege of putting in his time in this world, and he's retired. So good for him. Dilly to Rack. Racka-lacka. Rip Van Winkle. I haven't seen that name in a long time come through. You can do it. Q. It's super easy. Keep it in the cabinet away from kids, grandkids, little cousins, anybody that's going to come touch your needle valve and gas almost all your fish. I have a fish keeper screw ups for when I was in my old house. I had my 75 with all the rainbows and angels and so many gorgeous fish in that tank. And I had my CO2 tank and regulator like right next to the tank and open. And my daughter was probably like, I don't know, 1 or 2 at the time, super young. She came downstairs, we're doing laundry, just like she was playing with something like a doll or some shit. I switched the loads, what's that take, like 25, 30 seconds? And she had turned the needle valve all the way up on my regulator, which controls the amount of CO2. For anybody that doesn't know, your CO2 runs up and it goes through the water as a bubble, and that's sort of how you measure it. And that's the CO2 that goes to the diffuser, and you get CO2 in your tank. If you crank that up, you're basically like just tons of CO2 pouring in the tank. So the next day I come downstairs to, I don't know, had to be 75 fish just floating in the tank. Boop, boop, boop. And I'm not talking like trying to survive, like dead. I'm like, what the frig is happening? Did someone dump something in my tank? What's going on? And I I just happened to like just quickly glance down and saw the bubble counter just like going like crazy. A brand new tank was like already half done. I can't even believe any fish survived, but I put that on video. So lesson learned, make sure you keep your CO2 set up in a cabinet, especially if you have kids and or pets. I bet a cat could walk by and just like bat it and just hit the needle valve enough that it would cause damage. Yeah, it sucked. Yeah. See, I don't even have a cat, but I would assume that cats would easily be able to turn the needle valve because it's very sensitive. Like it rolls and it's ridged. So anything that can get a hold of those grooves could turn it right out of place super quick. Rachel has not chimed in a while, so I'm assuming I'm staying in frame. Dilly dilly. Dilly dilly to D Love. The only unfortunate thing with this shirt, D, is it's a medium, and I don't know if it's like a girl's medium or if I'm just like getting super ripped from all the lifting I'm not doing. But it's tight AF. So one wash. This is going to be my wife's, or nope, her boobs won't fit in this. It's going to be my kids. My 11-year-old will now have a Bud Light Patriot Dilly Dilly shirt. So maybe I'll just never have to wash it. I'll have to like dunk it in fish water, wring it out, and then hang it in the fish room. No, I don't think it's the water buckets. Peace, Miguel. Yeah, turn it up to 120. Cook those fish. All right, Cruz. Oh, no, I think he's saying later to Miguel Eugenio. Too many mics. I already told Mike he needed to change his name to Mary. This chick, Mary, she's about, I don't know, 65, 70. We met her at Aquatic Experience. She was working there. We asked her what was the fastest way to get to, where the fuck is it? Hula Hands. She's like, all right, guy, what do you want to do? You want to go down here? You want to take a left? You want to go under the parking lot? You want to go take a right, take a left, under the parking lot? Then you want to take another left, okay? Forget about it. Don't go left. Maybe you want to go right. I don't know. But what we're talking about here, and me and Mike are like, Mary, don't make us put the GPS on the phone. Come on. Cruz, you bastard. Thanks for the super chat, my man. Doesn't even leave a comment, just straight up cash. I missed him at Aquatic Experience. He dropped so many super chats last year. I needed a chance to see him so I could buy him a beer. Or like 17, like a 30 pack. Dilly dilly. Thank you, Cruz. Super cool of you, buddy. Yeah, I hope to see you soon, man. For real. Been too long. So, what's Dicanthus Reef? I think I said that right. Dicanthus. I don't know. I used to like maintenance. I used to actually love to do like a water change. I'd be like, oh yeah, getting ready for some water changes tonight. I'm gonna like fuck with that coral, and I'm going to move these plants around and kind of fix this area over here, and then I'll water change it because it'll be all crazy, and then I'll get this going. Like, excuse me, it'd be like a whole night. I would love it. And now, years later, I'm just like, bad. I do not feel like touching any of my tanks. You look good, you look good, you look good, you look good. You all could use water changes, but there's a fire going, and I'm comfy and I'm tired and I have to do other shit because I got 4 kids who all play sports except for the little one. But good news for anybody who has kids. Eventually, they all get out of diapers. I'm now diaper free. After almost 10 years of changing diapers, dilly. The little one is now potty trained. No more diapers. Great for the environment as well. So I'm pretty excited about that. Yes, we did find Houlihan's. Eventually, Mary pointed us in the direction of taking a left at the bank, going through and under the parking lot, and it was like up a corner to the right, and then we were good. Got my credit card because all I ordered was 1 beer, and I had to leave my credit card. I was like, they're like, do you want to start a tab? I was like, yeah, of course. I'll start a tab. They're like, well, you need to leave your credit card here. I was like, what? Freaking kidding me? What are you talking about? Just start me a tab. I'll pay it at the end. Apparently, they don't trust you in New Jersey. But who knows? I don't know. New Jersey, I've only been to that one little part, and I can tell you I was not happy with the customer service at any of the restaurants I went to. Maybe because it was busy everywhere. Who knows? But anyway, I forgot my credit card. And me and Mike made up this joke about Mary telling us to go to the wrong place because she thought we were looking for, like, to get a a fake credit card. That was funny. But apparently in New Jersey, they don't know how to make regular coffee. Like if you just say, let me get a small iced coffee regular, it's just black. And I didn't know that. Like in New England, well, in Massachusetts, if you say regular, it's just cream and sugar. But I guess down there, maybe regular is just black. I don't know. What's up, Mike Lemming? Happening? Who's got no water changes in 9 months? That's awesome. I want to do that. It's probably Greg. He never water changes because he's got automatic water changers. Yeah, are you talking to me, Greg? Oh yeah, I am Mike. From Miguel, Trash Panda Eugenio is Mary. When we're talking like this, so I know who's who. Yeah, and they suck. Oh, they shouldn't suck. They don't suck at making coffee. They just don't know which coffee to make. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Well, Lacey, no, it's not regular coffee. It's say you say, all right, I would like a large French vanilla coffee regular. Regular just means cream and sugar, right? That's what I think. Or you say, let me get a friggin' medium caramel coconut iced latte, right? It doesn't matter what you order that whole rest of the way. At the end, if you say regular, that means cream and sugar. Oh my God, Mike, that wind will friggin' blow everybody away. It's ridiculous. It'll rip your kite to shreds either way. What's up, Frank? Oh, it's going through too quick. It's going through. I can't read it. Now you're gone. Oh, so happy. And a saltwater. Awesome. Super cool, man. Thank you, Frank. Yeah, actually, Greg has one. I don't know. My tanks are too spread out. They're like in different spots. I don't ever think that would work, especially with salt water and fresh water mixed. You know what I do have? So this is what I've been really watching a lot of lately. So I've always been a freshwater guy for 30 years, and then the last 5 years, I've been really into saltwater. So now I have both freshwater and saltwater, and all sorts of coral reefs and planted tanks and blah blah blah. Jay Wilson has been doing some really cool vivariums, and Serpa Design, who I've always watched, does like paludariums, vivariums, this Arians. Like, I don't even know how many different things there are, but his channel's amazing. I've always loved Serpa Design. Tanner over there. And Jay's got this dart frog tank that like is friggin' badass. I love it. And I've always wanted to do that, like a sort of like a water scape that comes down in my backyard, but like an outdoor vivarium. I don't even know if I'm using the terminology correct, but it would be badass. That you can view, not from above, but straight on and from above. Not just like looking down in a pond. What's up, Joseph? How you doing tonight, brother? Let's get dilly to Jay over at JH Aquatics. Hopefully he's having a nice night. Good to see you. Well, and your blue wrench name. That's about all I'm seeing. Yeah, Rip Serpa Design. He's awesome. I love watching that channel. I love the way he does his videos. I wish I had time to do videos like that. That'd be sweet. Fire belly toad. Never heard of that. Would love to see a picture of that. That'd be cool. Waterfall would be cool. I've watched Serpa for a long time. He has. See, so there's one thing I've noticed. If you have a YouTube channel and you can shoot really good footage, you know, anybody can buy a camera decent enough to shoot good footage. Then you have to have the patience to go upload it and edit, sit by your computer and edit the footage. And then you have a good YouTube channel. But anybody has time to do all that? I can't imagine that they have much free time after that. If you, excuse me, have the ability to shoot hours of footage and then go edit hours of footage for one YouTube video, which, by the way, is probably awesome. You probably don't have kids. You probably don't have multiple jobs. Like, I don't know. You gotta have time to do that shit. I would love to be able to do that, to learn how to like edit like really cool footage. Serpa does it. What's his name? Swirsky. He's got some crazy footage. Dave over at ADU Aquascape. He's got some awesome footage all the time. I mean, there's a lot of good YouTube. Sinscaper. There's tons of good YouTube channels that just have amazing footage and amazing editing. And they are truly, truly talented. That deserve a lot of credit. I could never do that. I would love to. It would just take, who's got time for that? What's up, Otter Creek? How you doing, brother? Rachel was outside, probably ripping a butt ski. Oh, no, I was just saying, who's that up there? Oh, that was a long time ago. Uh-oh. Well, it's a 66, right? Oh, I don't. Yeah, Rich, it's crazy. Right now, my house is like shaking. The fire, I burn wood for heat. I mean, I obviously have heat in my house, but I also burn wood to supplement that heat. And anybody who has a wood stove knows most of the times it has two vents, and you have them both open when you start the fire, and then you close the bottom one when the fire's going good, and then the top one you can feather to where you're in like a good burn zone. Like you're giving off nice heat, you're making the wood last, you're not burning inefficiently. And I had vent one close and vent two like all the way down to 25% like so 75% closed, which is pretty much like when you go to bed fire just to like keep that thing going for the night. And the thing was burning like crazy. There was so much wind. It was coming down through like a 40-foot chimney. And just like that fire was raging with all vents closed. It was crazy. I mean, the wood, we were going through wood like crazy tonight. Ridiculous. I'm very passionate about wood, burning wood for heat. I love everything about it. I love just zipping the tree down and splitting it and stacking it, seasoning it, and just everything that you have to do to heat your house with wood is awesome. Been dreaming about it for years with my wife when we first got married so many long years ago. And 3 years ago, we were able to buy a house and property that can do that. Dilly dilly to that. 60-mile, yeah, in Boston for sure. Greg said he was 71 at his house. Oh yeah, I am shocked that I actually have power because the street running behind the farm, which supplies my town and the next town over, is like a super old street with it just goes right through the woods and trees. Any like all winter long, there's always trees falling on those wires, and we're like out of power constantly. Or I probably should buy like a big like $5,000-$10,000 generator. But I ain't got that kind of cash, yo. Thank you, Michael. Yeah, I need to go to Maine. Well, I want to go way up there, Greg, when nobody can find me ever. I want to be in the woods and nobody. I still would like some amenities like TV, internet if possible. It's not a necessity. Obviously power, but everything else out of the way. You can't find me. You got to come in on helicopter or snowmobile to get me. What's up, Kathleen? Oh, Minnesota's probably cold as fuck. Yeah, that sucks, Grumbout. Texas is safe win. Night Q. Peace. See you in what's this? 2? See you in 8. 8 months. Yeah, Joseph, if you Google wind, cold, and snow and just hit images, that'll probably work for you. But do you have mosquitoes all the time, nonstop? Or is there a season still in the tropics for mosquitoes? Yeah, or a boat. Just get me on an island. And then in the winter you can walk across it, or snowmobile. Look at that. Unopened beer. Huh. What a ding dong. We got Brian Dahlberg. Brian's Fish Tanks. He's from Minnesota. Go check him out. I bet those mosquitoes all the time. I could not stand that. I love the winter. I love it being cold and everything is frozen and you can actually get stuff done. I know I've talked about this before, but when you are in a place that gets super cold, you want it to stay super cold. Then the ground is frozen. You can walk on the ground. You can do stuff. You can split wood, cut down trees, go fishing. You can do a whole bunch of crap because everything's frozen. Once you have this stupid weather where it's like mid-ground, it's cold, but it's not warm. Everything's mud and gross. You can't do anything outside. It sucks. So I prefer it to be where I live. Like if it's going to be winter, I want it to be cold. End of story. Well, that should be beautiful. Thanks, Racketeer. Rackaroosker. I just want to like give Rack a big hug. Every time I see him, I just want to like run up to him and be like, "Hey, what's up?" And like he's my uncle or something. Just like grab him, like, "Whoa, remember Christmas last year?" Yeah, he likes his 5 seasons: spring, mud season, summer, fall, winter. Exactly. Although basically it's just sort of like summer. You get like no fall, a little bit of winter, lots of mud season now. It's getting to be ridiculous. Awesome, Jay. Glad. Did you like it? And actually, those towels actually do soak up water, unlike other towels. Black flies, nasty. Oh, I haven't even looked down here. 60 people. That's awesome. 60 of you mofos out on a Monday night checking in on the Mass Aquariums live. I got new audio. Hopefully, it's not picking up like everything else in the room, but you know, fire's going. Huckleberry's out like a trout next to the fire. I am talking about how much I hate fish tank maintenance and am so don't feel like shooting any videos, don't feel like doing anything fish related. So I just figured I'd come on live and share my disinterest with you. I like a Reef, but you know, whatever floats your boat. I don't know what that means. Mass power wash. If you're in Mass, I could probably hook you up. The thing splits like every day, it feels like. My whole 40-gallon breeder is going to be a rose bubble tip anemone tank within a matter of a year, I would say. It's absolutely ridiculous. Sort of like it's a pain to get them out of there because they won't, you know, they don't just lift their foot off. You have to like coerce them off and like blow them with a power head, scrape them with like a license or something. They're just like splitting and splitting and splitting. Inappropriate Reefer posted, excuse me, some sort of video or something on Instagram of like an all RBT saltwater tank. And I was like, that's my 40-gallon is going to be that soon. Like definitely within 2 years, if that thing keeps splitting at the rate it's going, the whole thing's going to be a bubble tip. And then I tried to get in there and like you go and you just like barely touch it. And the thing goes from like this to like into like the size of nothing. And then you have the power head and you have your license and you're like trying to scrape the foot off and it will not release. And then you're like, you know, the kids are freaking screaming and, you know, you got dinner getting ready to go. I'm like, do you need to do that now? I'm like, I have to get the bubble tip off. It's taking over my tank. But yes, I'll be right up. Bubble tip, you'll have to wait. Tanks always have to wait. For me. Ooh, Cambridge in the house. Ryan's got Weymouth. Oh, we got some mass going on here. Pleco Whisperers in the house. Too bad you couldn't whisper to my common Pleco to stop eating my jungle val. So, can you do that? I'll hold the phone right up to the tank. Be like, yeah, go. Stop eating my jungle val. You fucking bastard. Sorry for the language. It just sucks when they do that. Tina wants to know why, when you have the peaky pests flying around, how they never get near the fish tank so the fish can eat it. Well, maybe they know. Who knows? What's up, SC Reefer? What's up, man? True, probably. Norwood, that's pretty close. Not too far from that. Rogers in Maine. Craig, there's one of your northern redneck pals. I know. I'm sort of redneck. I don't know why I said that. Just what I thought. When I think of Greg in northern Maine, I'm like, oh, that's some real logging country up there. That's where I want to live. Away from everything and everybody, except the internet and football on cable TV. Other than that, I'm fine. If there's like a Packy and a grocery store like within like 10 to 15 miles, I'm good with that. Maybe even 20 miles. Just stock up for like a month or 6 weeks at a time. You know, buy like 1,030 packs and kielbasa, eggs, bread, cereal, a vegetable here or there. I bet you, Greg, yeah, I bet you do. But you don't know how to handle those logs in New Jersey. It's the only problem. What's up, Rizzo? Another mass. We got all sorts of mass people in this live stream tonight. Oh, sorry. Yeah, good point, Mike. Anyway, if you're from the, I know it's Massachusetts. I was born and raised, never left, but it could be all of New England, but it's probably just Massachusetts. A Packy is a package store where they sell beer, wine, liquor. You know, so if you're like headed off, like, hey, you need anything at the Packy? It just means, do you need any beers? You need some Fireball? Let me know. I'm going to the Packy. Yeah, go for it. SC Reefer, yes, you can do that. No problem. Blixa, yeah, a lot of people are always sold out of that. BLYXA. 75-gallon Reef. Yeah. I would love to see a school in a reef. Like, there's a lot of, you always see a lot of fish, like, especially big reefs, you can get bigger fish, but you rarely see someone that keeps a reef tank with a nice school of fish like you would with sort of like a freshwater tank, but I know it's not a freshwater tank, but you rarely see that. Saltwater fish tend to be solo, and a lot of people buy that, but I would love to see a big school of, like, what could you have, like chromies or something. Geez, I don't even know. Off the top of my head, I cannot think of like a nice, really nice schooling fish for a big saltwater tank. All right, Night Rack. Peace, brother. Yeah, there you go. Maybe a school of, like, well, firefish are a bunch of peas, if you know what I mean. Those guys do nothing. Mullet. Does anybody even keep mullet, or is that just like bait fish? because that would be funny. If you're like, hey, come check out my mullet tank, and you even like put like a skullet on it, like you had like some plants coming this way, and then like a big jungle veil falling down the back of it. Hey, come check out my skullet tank. Yeah, that's what I figured. Good point. Dicanthus reef. Yeah, chromies is probably one of the only things I can think of that would school together. I don't know. I can't think of anything that I've seen or researched online, even from my tanks, that is a great schooling saltwater fish, because you can get a trillion types of schooling freshwater fish. Rachel's distracted by her family. Chain dogfish? What size tank do you have to have for those things? Isn't a dogfish one of those friggin' like little baby sharks? Yeah, Cardinals are good, Ryan. That's a good one. They'll stay together. But like they're just kind of like like they're not schooling back and forth in the tank. But definitely a good one. It's probably the best answer we've had so far. What's up, Joseph Lambert? How you been, brother? Haven't seen you in so long, man. Yeah, Dogfish is I don't like IPAs, but Dogfish is not a bad brewery. I have had some good. Not only have I been there, but I've had some good beers there. But I don't like the IPA. Don't know why the hops do not do it for me. Yeah, Rachel said Baby Shark. Do do do. Dun dun dun. Ba 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 ba. I got this. The whole reason why I even went live is because D got me this awesome shirt. Sent me some swag. My brother, D Love, D from Brooklyn. If I knew how to do anything on the interweb right now, I'd totally put D's YouTube channel right here for everybody to subscribe. But in fear of losing the live stream, I will not touch any other windows. Maybe someone can do that. D from Brooklyn, YouTube channel, post it right there. Click it, subscribe it. Otter Creek's good. No, 90-minute IPAs. What's up? Dilly Dilly to Reef Spy. Reef Spy, love this guy's channel. Dilly Dilly. Reef Spy, put your channel now that you're here down in the thing. I love this guy's saltwater tank. It's absolutely gorgeous. Beautiful. And that has nothing to do with anything besides the fact that his tank is awesome. Oh, snap. Joseph's got a boy coming. Congratulations. Here's Respy. Put your channel link down below too, bud. Because you seriously, your saltwater tank is badass. Unbelievable. Gorgeous. Also, I've actually never even, I don't know if I know his YouTube channel, but he does a lot on Facebook and Instagram. His Drew's Lagoon thing is so sick it looks fake. I may have talked about this before. Drew's Lagoon. I don't know. Look him up on Facebook, Instagram, or maybe he's got a YouTube channel. Unbelievable, gorgeous reef tank, and that's what like Reef Spy. When I look at his like feature tank he does on his videos, By the way, sorry for your 40-gallon, your 40 breeder crash. That blows. What's up, Rico? Dilly dilly. It's a Goldie. Goldie's in the house. Probably on the couch or in his bed, relaxing, getting ready to go nights like I should be. Should be in my recliner next to the fire. Like Huckleberry. Well, Huck's not in the recliner, but he's by the fire. Thank you, Rachel. Goldie pound thumbs up. Got to get that patented. The Simpsons yellow pound thumbs up is Rico's go-to for literally every comment of everything. Brother, good job. That's what Rico does. In the Simpsons color, always. He needs a t-shirt. Like, that t-shirt that's like a big, giant, yellow smiley face that just says, what's it say? Like, have a nice day or some crap? That Rico needs a pound thumbs up t-shirt. Dilly dilly, you got the pound thumbs up. Simpsons colors, though. Got to be Simpsons colors. You don't want to offend anybody because nobody's like actually yellow gold. So it's like an unknown color, which is awesome. Happy birthday, Chris, tomorrow. Well, at least, that still sucks, but at least you saved some stuff. So that's good. Happy birthday, Chris. Good night, Rachel. Oh my God, Spags was the shit. I got everything at Spags when I was younger. Everything. 41 is an auspicious age. Someone tell me what auspicious means. Oh, no. No kidding. Well, that's good. Pretty funny. Happy Rico's in the house. I hardly ever. I try to jump on his Instagram live streams, but it's pretty random, and I work, so it's so tough during the day. I'm like a night owl. Got everything that I'm going to be doing has to be happening at night. Like I got to take a shit ton of video tonight just so I can try to make a video like eventually. But I got nothing, folks. Fresh out of ideas. I could do like a 2-3 hour video of my slippers in front of a fire, reclined on my recliner. Probably interesting video to do. Just a relaxation video. You need to like decompress, smoke a bowl, have a beer, watch Master Aquariums sit in front of his fire for 3 hours. Oh, perfecto. Thank you, Joseph. American Reefing would watch. Thank you, Joseph. Appreciate that. Yeah, I got to get rid of this Tiger Lotus. It's taking over the whole right side of the tank. All right, folks. We're coming up on the 1 hour, or, who knows? Actually, I have no clue. I still have to remember how to find my Google thing. Oh, look at that. It's right there. Awesome. I could have put it there the whole time. Look at this. Boom, 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 boom. There we go. Perfect. Yeah, we're going to call it. thank you so much for everybody that watched tonight. It's really cool to come on just like a TV show and just get people to shoot the shit. What's up, NJ? Get tons of people in the chat. It was so awesome. I really appreciate everybody coming in. And I'd like to say good night. Happy fish keeping. I hope you enjoy doing your maintenance because I do not enjoy mine. Dilly dilly. Big shout out to D-Love. Love you, brother. Good night. I'm out.